I wanted to bring in former U.S. Treasury terror finance analyst Jonathan Schanzer joining me now. Wanted to ask you just your thoughts on this overnight breaking news of the U.S. operation in Venezuela, as well as capturing Venezuelan leader Nicolás Maduro and his wife. They are currently on their way back to New York. What do you make of this? What does this mean going forward?
Well, first of all, this escalated quickly. We were not expecting this. I don't think anybody was expecting it. I think everybody thought we were going to be watching, maybe another strike on a port facility, continued, vessels on the high seas. This is a game changer. I mean, for all the talk about how we don't do regime change, it looks like we've just done that. So now we need to look for who the possible replacements might be. Who are the folks that we can work with? Is it opposition figures from abroad? Is it the vice president, the interior minister, the defense minister? These are all questions that I think we're going to have to answer in the days to come. But the big thing that I will just observe here is that the neighborhood is ours again. This was a regime that was close to Russia. It was a regime that was close to China. You got a sense that, maybe our borders were kind of closing in on us a little bit, where we have bad actors working with all of our enemies around the world. That does not appear to be something that Donald Trump is willing to countenance. And that, I think, was a heck of a statement that was made to our adversaries and what we call the axis of aggressors.
And I know, just talking about the regime change, that was something that many were asking the president ahead of this. And the members of the administration were saying this isn't about regime change. It's about the flow of drugs coming into the country. They said this was an invasion and that they were conducting those strikes on the alleged drug boats, and then they were going after the sanctioned oil tankers. We did hear from a Democrat on the Foreign Relations Committee, Jeanne Shaheen, saying that because the president and his cabinet repeatedly denied any intention of conducting regime change in Venezuela when briefing Congress, we are left with no understanding of how the administration is preparing to mitigate risks to the U.S. and have no information regarding a long-term strategy following today's extraordinary escalation. What do you see as the long-term strategy here?
I don't know. And I think in another 45 minutes, we're going to start to learn a bit more about what Donald Trump had in mind. I mean, I think, two observations here. One is this is the most emphatic action taken I've ever seen in the war on terror. And or war on drugs, rather. I mean, I'm a Reagan kid. And, I remember people talking about the war on drugs, 40 years ago, 50 years ago. This is by far the strongest measure we have ever taken. That said, we now have questions about what fills the void in Venezuela, and does that create some kind of disruption? Does that create instability for us in our own hemisphere? I don't know how to answer any of that. I mean, I think we're still getting information about who carried out these special forces strikes. Was it Delta Force? Was it something else? I mean, we don't even have all of that information yet. So I think today, this press conference and then the statements that come after by U.S. officials will begin to explain what's going on here. But again, I think the key here is to watch some of these other officials, these secondary officials, the vice president, the interior minister, the defense minister, the opposition. This is the moment where we find out whether this is utter chaos or whether there is some sort of orderly process to fill the void.
Well, thank you for your time today, and we will certainly be watching for that 11 a.m. press conference coming up now, just about 30 minutes from now, to see what the president has to say about where this goes from here. Jonathan Schanzer, thank you. We'll leave it there. Much more coming up.